again, everybody. This is another edition of Ed's Three Things. Really, since Christmas, we've been totally wrapped up in this so-called criminal justice reform bill, which is House Bill 3653. I sure hope you've heard of it by now. I want to tell you how we're dealing with it. First of all, we're saying that we support reforms and we're fine with wanting to get rid of bad cops, and I think everybody knows that. But this bill has so much bad language that we just cannot support it. There are some provisions in it, of course, that are fine, but that's not what we're focusing on right now. We have released a couple of detailed fact sheets, and if you haven't seen them yet, you could get them from our Police Reform Bill Resource Center on our webpage, and I encourage you to go find that information. You'll also find there that President Black and I have been very engaged with the media in the last few weeks, and we have links to a lot of media stories that we've done. It's notable that the Chicago Tribune says that this bill should be vetoed. So what can you do now? Probably the one thing that you can do is to make sure that your own representatives and senators in the Illinois General Assembly know exactly why this is bad for your communities and for law enforcement. Not just for law enforcement, but for all those people that you protect and serve every day. You can find that in our information if you don't already know, but our reps and senators need to hear that because in both the House and the Senate, it barely passed. Something else that you can do is just to keep paying attention to the information that we're sending out, because we're updating this resource center all the time and we're trying to help you find the words to give to these reps and senators, just to help you with the messaging. What are we doing here at the association? We've been working tirelessly, really every day, communicating with one another, communicating with members of our coalition, combing through the bill, finding the real problems with it. And we have found some help in a couple of state's attorneys. State's Attorney Bob Berlin in DuPage County and State's Attorney Jamie Mosser in Kane County, among others, who are helping us go through the language to point out what the real problems are with the legislation. And so we're building our own coalition to let our legislators know what's wrong with the bill. And we're also, under the auspices of, or the leadership of Chief Jim Kruger, we're putting together a working group to come up with some language to fix the worst parts of the bill. We're really hoping that we can get a trailer bill in the near future if the governor signs this, so that we can fix some of the worst things and then move on from there. You know, I said this was going to be Ed's Three Things, but looks like there might only be one thing today, because this has been very much on our minds, and it's just so important to us these days. So I hope these short videos are helpful, and I hope they provide you some information, and stay tuned. Thank you very much for all you're doing for your communities.